Hi everyone, the Regina Pats won this year's Western Hockey League Bantam Draft Lottery and will pick second overall at the draft later this spring. The drawing was made this morning in Calgary with no team being able to move up more than 2 spots, hence why the Pats will only receive the second overall selection. Vancouver will pick first. Lethbridge will select sixth and should get another good player in that spot. Now, the president of the Hurricanes admits he's not happy with the team's finish, but says there are no immediate plans to fire the head coach and GM. Rich Preston has guided the team to 4 consecutive non-playoff appearances. And President Brian McNaughton admits he's disappointed over missing the postseason again due to what he calls a collapse in the second half of the season. Still, he says that he and the board remain committed to their 5-year plan.
Well, I definitely don't think firing Rich Preston is the answer. I think we've always been very upfront that this is a 5-year plan. There's no doubt that we fell well short of our expectation this year as far as our wins and losses and points. The leash is till the end of next season for sure, but I'm pretty darn sure there's not going to be an extension offered until we get into next season.
And rightly so. Preston has 1 more year left in his contract. They really should have made the playoffs. There's no doubt that injuries did play a role in the Hurricanes' lousy finish this year. But Preston said the end result bodes well for the team's future. Ryan Pilon emerged as one of the team's top 2 defensemen this season. Why is that good news? Well, he's only 16 years old, and when the season began, he was just 15. Pilon had 5 goals and 28 points through 57 games this year. The added ice time he received will be a huge benefit to him as he enters next season.
Said coming into this, we had a 2 19-year-old, 20-year-old on defense coming into the season. I figured I'd come in here and there, but I mean, with the injuries, I thought it was a very good experience. Rich put me in a lot of situations, and I think it'll just be better for me in my development for next year.
Pilon was voted the team's Rookie of the Year just ahead of Reed Duke, and those are 2 players to be very excited about, that is for sure. The head coach of the Medicine Hat Tigers says his team will have their hands full with the Saskatoon Blades in their first-round playoff series. Sean Closton has a number of fresh faces in his lineup this season, many of whom have not seen action in the postseason. Game 1 goes tomorrow night in Saskatoon. The Tigers say they are aware of the immense challenge ahead of them.
Yeah, they're going to be extremely tough. I mean, they're probably the best team in the league in the second half. We have to keep our goals against down. We got to play solid defensively, manage the puck really well. I mean, we've got to make sure that the pucks get deep against them. And if we do that consistently, we give ourselves a better chance.
They're pretty stacked and ready to go for the Memorial Cup. And, it's not going to be an easy series, but playoff hockey never is. And, it's a lot of fun once, you get in there and the lights turn off and the fans get going. And, I really feel like, if we play our game, there's no reason why we can't win this series.
And defense was so big for us when we play good teams like that. I think that's going to give us the best chance to win is if we shut them down and frustrate their top players. And we had a good playoffs against them last year. Hopefully we can follow up with another one this year.
And Volk, who we just heard from, was named a first-team Eastern Conference All-Star today. Teammate Hunter Shinkarik, who we also just heard from, was chosen for the second team. Sam Reinhart of the Kootenay Ice was named to the second team as well. Ryan McGill got the nod as Coach of the Year in the East, and the Ice do not begin their playoff series with Edmonton until Friday. To the Alberta Junior Hockey League now, the Drumheller Dragons escaped with a 3-2 overtime win last night over the Brooks Bandits to avoid being swept in their second-round series. Brighton Mills was the hero for Drum. Game 5 is slated to go Thursday in Brooks. Former Hurricane star Zach Boychuk has been placed on waivers again, this time by Nashville. The Preds are his 3rd NHL team this season after being waived by Carolina and Pittsburgh previously. The poor kid just can't seem to find a role. And the Southern Alberta High School Basketball All-Star Games go tonight, Jackie, at the University of Lethbridge. The girls' game is at 6 with the boys to follow. They will also hand out the year-end individual awards.